Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to another Game of Thrones video reaction, and today we're checking out episode 4 of season 5. A couple of you guys have kind of warned me about season 5 being dark, and I'm reading these, perfectly articulated comments that you guys are leaving me, and I'm thinking to myself, Game of Thrones was already dark enough. So like, we've already had some scenes, alright? So I don't know what I'm gonna be needing to prepare myself for. I am willing to like speculate, but I'm not. I'm just gonna let whatever that scene is just like come to me, I guess. It's gonna be about Ramsay and Sansa, isn't it? Something's gonna happen between the two of them that is gonna like have me, I mean, it's Ramsay, right? So, yeah, that's kind of what I've been fearing of. But anyway, I don't think I have anything else for this intro. But before we jump into this reaction, I'd like it for you guys to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Check out my Pulp Fiction reaction that has just dropped. I really enjoyed the film. It was a great, hilarious, crazy ride. And if you guys would like to enjoy it with me, check that out. But yeah, let's jump into episode 4, guys. Let's go. I mean, like Varys was right, Tyrion. He should have listened. He always knows what he's talking about. But again, as I said, like, he's getting delivered to Daenerys one way or the other. Whether it's Zora that delivers him, whether it's Varys that delivers him, whether Tyrion goes there by himself. All that I need is for Tyrion to eventually reach Dany, and then we can have the best collab in TV show history, right?
Why are we on a merchant ship? Why no Lannister sails?
You think they're gonna walk into Dorne with Lannister sails and they're gonna be like, okay, cool?
We're rescuing my niece, bringing her back to her family.
I forget that he doesn't say that he's his daughter to anybody else. Jamie, everybody knows. The secret is almost out already. It's been out for a while.
You set your brother free, didn't you? I bet your sister didn't like that. Ever see the wee fucker? Give him my regards.
He murdered my father. If I ever see him, I'll split him in two. And then I'll give him your regards.
Good acting, Jamie. I hope that's acting, and you don't actually harbor any feelings towards Tyrion.
Me?
We must send an envoy to the Iron Bank, someone of importance, to show these bankers our respect. As the King's Master of Coin, I can think of no one more qualified.
My very own King's Guard. Please express
Safe travels, Lord Tyrell.
Are they sending you to get
I'll
killed?
give your regard.
Are you going to kill Marjorie's father?
Grows smaller and smaller.
Not small enough.
Right, you're next. If you haven't realized. And it's been long enough, that you've sat on that chair.
In the days before the Targaryens, the faith militant dispensed the justice of the Seven.
Well, the faith militant was disarmed more than 2 centuries ago.
I have no doubt he will sign a decree arming the believers you felt worthy.
An army that defends the bodies and souls of the common people.
Wait, you're giving this religious cult an army?
Indeed.
Cersei?
Reach of justice. He
Cersei?
himself cannot.
All sinners are equal before the gods.
This is...
If I told you of a great sinner in our very midst, shielded by gold and privilege.
May the Father judge him justly.
Cersei was talking about herself, wasn't she? Or who is she talking about? Yeah, giving these people more power is really not a good thing. But as I said, Cersei has no idea what she's doing. Oh fuck. Yeah, they're crazies, right? Yeah, all of them. Figured. Cersei?
Dolores of House Tyrell, you have broken the laws of gods and men.
That's what she was talking about. For a second I thought she was gonna be about herself, but no. So she's acting vengeance
Why is my brother in a cell?
on the Tyrells.
I didn't order it. Are you
say my mother's behind this?
No. Why would you think that, Tommen?
Arresting my brother is her
You don't know your
revenge.
family at all,
Aren't you and
don't
mother
you?
getting along?
Think of my brother locked away in some grimy cell.
I mean, with the way they're acting, you're lucky that he got locked away and not anything worse.
You gave the High Sparrow an army.
I did.
Horrible decision.
And your wife has every right to criticize.
Can I tell Marjorie you have Solaris released?
I told you I'm not holding Solaris. I'm sure if you speak to the High Sparrow, he'll release the poor boy.
But this is Cersei's reach. Cersei can manipulate children. Even that, like with Joffrey she couldn't. But that's her reach.
We'll find another way.
Fuck. Tommen doesn't deserve this.
My queen?
You're the king of the Andals. The lord of the Seven Kingdoms, the protector of the realm. And you let a band of fanatics imprison your brother by law.
I'm going to speak with the High Sparrow.
Are you? When?
This is too much for a little child. Come on now. Yes, he's the king, right? And it is about time that he kind of like starts realizing that he's the one that's gonna have to be making these decisions and take some charge in his role. But you can't expect him from just one day to the next to just shift his whole perspective on this shit.
How can I help you?
Stop courting Jon.
We ride south.
Castle Black is my home now.
Yeah, because you made the wrong decision,
In
Jon.
the wars of the Seven Kingdoms.
There's only one war. Life against death.
I don't trust in visions.
No visions. No magic. Just life.
You're really not all that. Stop thinking that he's just gonna bend to your will because you took your clothes off. You're really not all that. Chill, relax. Jon, you relax too, please. Don't tell me, Jon, that you're gonna break off of that.
You resisted, and then
You've held on so many things, and now her?
life. Power to
She
make
just wants some more demon babies.
power to cast shadows.
But I still love her.
Now get off him.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Huh? You witch! How are you gonna go and take the dead's punchline? Who gave you the right? Do you have copyrights? You can't go around stealing Ygritte's punchline like that. You're not her. You'll never be her.
Are you lonely? I know Castle Black is no place for a child.
I like it. I thought I'd be left at home.
Yeah, compared to the bedroom you had her locked
Why'd
in,
you say that?
I'm sure it's better.
She told me I don't want to bring you.
She shouldn't have said that.
Are you ashamed of me, Father?
Stannis, your answer here is gonna determine a lot on how I look at you.
When you were an infant, the Dornish trader landed on Dragonstone. His goods were junk except for one wooden doll. No doubt he'd heard of your birth and assumed new fathers were easy targets. Still remember how you smiled when I put that doll in your cradle and you pressed it to your cheek.
That's how she got
I
it?
told you would die. Or worse. The grayscale would go slow. One advised me to send you to the ruins of Valyria to live out your short life with the Stone Men before the sickness spread through the castle. I told them all to go to hell. I called in every maester on this side of the world, because you did not belong across the world with the bloody Stone Men. You were the Princess Shireen of House Baratheon. My daughter.
Hug her! I had so many emotions just now with that scene, guys. Nah, I can't hate on Stannis, guys. I can't hate on Stannis. I can't hate on him. He has just enough redeeming qualities for me. I'm sorry. Like, this is the first time I've seen, like, a person of her family actually give her love. So far, it's only been Davos. You could tell how much it meant to her.
I thought I might find you here.
That was a beautiful scene, man.
Dressed for riding.
I am.
Where are you going?
He's leaving you here. With these crazy motherfuckers.
Cersei sent for me, with the North behind him. Stannis can finally take the Iron Throne.
You think he'll defeat the Boltons?
Yes.
He has a larger army. He's the finest military commander in Westeros.
Who the fuck do you think the Boltons are?
Names you Wardeness of the North.
But I wouldn't. Wardeness of the North.
You are the last surviving Stark.
Well, no, but yes.
He's already fallen for you.
His father frightens me.
He should. He's a dangerous man.
He should frighten you more.
Even the more. And you've learned to maneuver from the very best.
She has learned nothing. She has learned nothing. She thinks she has. And you want her to think that she has. Yeah. More manipulating tactics. You did the same thing to Lysa. You're doing the exact same thing. But this is worse because I don't understand why Sansa's falling for him. Sansa should know. She's been manipulated long enough by others. Joffrey did the exact same thing to her. Gave her a kiss and promised her something that he didn't believe and didn't follow back on. After somebody told me that this season is pretty dark, one of you guys made a joke that I can just turn up the brightness. I'm gonna be honest, some of the dark lead scenes are indeed very, very dark. I can barely see the freaking people in them.
Breakfast.
What is this, Shrek? Are you Shrek and Fiona?
Like all the rest.
What are you eating?
You want to go?
The arms of the woman I love.
You wanna go looking at Cersei?
She want the same thing.
She doesn't. She would never give you that answer. Is Jamie gonna make him fall to his death? He's holding up pretty good with one arm, I'm gonna be honest. While rolling around, rolling backwards and deflecting with one hand. He's a superhero! We just found out that he's a superhero now. How didn't you think of that before?
Luck.
And we have one of them.
You may have a problem.
Yes, she's kind of psycho. Are these all her daughters?
If he gets to her before we do, we lose our only chance for revenge.
I'm with you. Always.
Nim? Obara?
When I was a child, Oberyn came to take me to court. Never seen this man, and yet he called himself my father.
Here we go with another monologue out of nowhere in Game of Thrones. Nobody asked you.
Oberyn tossed his...
Okay.
I made my choice long ago.
She's pretty badass. Although I don't agree with what they want to do. Leave the children out of this. Are you singing, Tyrion? He's trying to annoy him. It was pretty annoying, just in a few seconds that I had to endure that.
My sister's in Westeros. Westeros is west. We're heading east.
I'm not taking you to your sister.
You said you were taking me to the Queen.
Daenerys Targaryen. She's the queen I serve.
What a waste of a good kidnapping. Happens I was heading there myself.
What business?
Tyrion described it perfectly, a waste of a kidnapping.
Down on his luck in Essos. Oh, wait. You were spying on her, weren't you?
You messed with a smart
I was
dwarf
drunk
here.
in most of the small council meetings, but it's all coming back. She found out, didn't she?
It's kind of crazy how he
Found
just
out and exiled you.
figured that all out with basically nothing
Now
to
you
go
hope
off
to
of.
win back her favor with a gift. Might even say desperate. You think Daenerys will execute me and pardon you?
He's gonna shut him up again. I was kind of thinking he would muffle him, but no, he decided a more drastic option. Yeah, he just hated that he was telling him the truth, though, because that's literally what the truth is, what's gonna happen.
I was thinking about all the times your brother made me go with him down from the Red Keep into the streets of King's Landing.
Why?
We liked to walk among the people. We liked to sing to them.
He sang to them.
Yes.
Here, brother?
Pick a spot on the... I made sure no one killed him. And I collected the money. Well, he'd like to see how much he could make.
He was good.
He was very good. Viserys never told you.
He told me Rhaegar was good at killing people.
Wait, he's not talking about Viserys, right? He's talking about Rhaegar. Okay. For a second I was like, there's no way this is about Viserys.
Will you be joining us, Sir Barristan?
I think I can protect you from Hisdar Zolorak.
I think I could protect me from Hisdar Zolorak.
Fuck, don't trust her. I hope Mr. Worm is not part of this group. Yeah, he's definitely not part of this group. He would be beating their ass if he was. He is! Y'all better not touch him. Y'all better not kill him. Y'all better not do anything crazy this episode. But as I said, he was beating their asses. Okay, Sir Barristan, let's see what you still have. Better not kill Worm. Just no. I'm not even gonna say there's no way because they're... This is Game of Thrones and these fuckers love to do this to me. Sir Barristan, we need you. We need you. Yes. Yes. The two of them got you. The two of them got you. Old Master got it. Old Master got it. Worm can take care of the formula. Ooh. They're gonna kill Barristan, aren't they? I should have guessed when he was telling that heartfelt story up to Daenerys. Did you save him? Did you save him? You didn't save him. You're alive though. Are you all alive? Talk to me. I had a feeling Sir Barristan was gonna get it. I don't know. Why would they fake us out though? Why would Worm stop the Harpy from slicing Barristan's throat only for him to actually be dead anyways? That would not be alright. I know Mr. Worm is not dead. No. But Barristan might be dead. And I'm thinking that he might be dead or he might eventually die in the next episodes, because they're gonna need to have a reason for Dany to need Jorah back to replace Barristan's position. Or Tyrion is gonna be the one to replace his position. One of those two. But it's been a while since they've kind of like threatened us with a prominent death in Game of Thrones. Taken them 4 episodes this season. Let's go and start from the beginning like I usually do in these recaps. And I'm gonna start with the fact that Cersei, like we expected her to, is making wrong decisions, giving that cult an army and even more power. She's thinking against, she's thinking so short term is actually kind of crazy. So like she gave them more power so that they could like go and seize Loras. Because clearly in this episode we saw her kind of like taking out all the Tyrells, right? Sending Marjorie's father away. I think maybe she's even sending him to die by the sword that she assigned with him, because we know that fucker kills people. She sent Loras to jail, and thank God they didn't do much worse to him, because we saw what they were doing to others. But like, giving them that authority is like you're thinking so short term, because it's only a matter of time until you're not able to control them. Because that's been the theme with you. As I said, you can only control 10-year-olds. You can only control 10-year-olds. You can only manipulate 10-year-olds, Cersei. This is your reach. This is as far as your reach goes. Your reach goes as far as 10. Then, by the moment they start hitting puberty, you've lost them. You've lost them, just like you lost Joffrey. So you can, like, do shit to Tommen now for about a few years. I don't know how old Tommen is exactly. I'm guessing he must have hit puberty, because he's, like, you know, with Marjorie. So you have until he's, like, basically, I'm thinking, like, 17, 18, 16, and then it's over, you're done. Did I need the over religious cult King's Landing arc? Not really. As I said, they needed something more to be happening at King's Landing, because all the main players are gone. So it's really just Cersei and Marjorie by this point. So they needed some more people and some more conflict to go around. It's kind of like whatever to me, the whole 7 thing. It always irks me a lot when I'm seeing like acts of violence coded on false religious premises, and it just irks me to see it. And I guess I'm just gonna have to like go on with that. It's not that there's anything bad with the way they're doing it per se. It's interesting. It's just like, out of everything that's been going on in King's Landing, this is one of the less interesting stuff. I'm glad Jon did not give in to her. I don't know what she tried to do with the nothing Jon Snow line at the end. She's supposed to be like, oh, I know I know what your girl was saying to you, because the Lord of Light whispers things to me and I know shit. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. She did not say it as cold as Ygritte used to say it. She just doesn't have her aura, if you ask me. She's just not that girl. She just isn't. But I'm glad that he didn't, like, after all that, he did not break his vows to become a Stark and go and be at Winterfell and rule over the North, and he was gonna, like, abandon the vows just to be with her. I would have lost it. I would have lost it. You guys would have seen a version of me that you haven't seen before. I was this close if he had done it. I was this close. Because that was such a good option for him. Especially knowing what's going on and what's gonna happen to poor Sansa now with the Boltons. Because I know some shit is gonna happen to Sansa now. Because Bailey's left her there. And now she's unprotected there. And Snake knows that. That's why he's a piece of shit. But let's not think about what's gonna happen to Sansa eventually, because I know some shit is gonna happen to Sansa. I really loved Stannis' scene with Shireen. Especially after we heard how... I mean, we didn't need to hear it from her, how her mother doesn't love her and hates her. We could figure that out from all the scenes previously. That confirmation from Stannis, even though he's reserved in the way he shows love. This is the most love I've seen Stannis show in Game of Thrones. This scene with his daughter, what he was saying to her, how he reassured her. Shireen's face when he was saying those things to her, like, it melted my heart, honestly. That was a beautiful scene, and I just can't, I know some of you guys really don't like Stannis. I just can't subscribe to that. At least, as I said, at least for now. I was gonna be right on the Stannis hate train if he had said anything else to Shireen in that moment. But no. He said the right thing, he did the right thing. And I could feel that he meant it. And he just has redeeming qualities about him as a character. Out of all the characters we've seen in Game of Thrones, in terms of people that we don't like, Stannis wouldn't even crack the top 10, 15 even. So, like, I can't be mad at Stannis. We got introduced to I keep forgetting that woman's name. The Dornish woman, the Sand girl, who sees a bastard, because the bastards are named Sand, and her daughters. So what I don't know if I quite understood the connection. So these were her children. Were they all her and Oberyn's children, or were they like from different parents each, and they were just her daughters but different fathers? That would make more sense to me in terms of how it works at Dorne. They'd just be fighting and fucking, so like without shame also. There's no shaming being a bastard in Dorne, so that would kind of make more sense. I think the daughter that threw the spear, was that Oberyn's legitimate daughter? I think that was his legitimate daughter. I haven't quite retained what she said, the story that she said. And she seemed to be sick with the spear as well, so I guess the genetics were passed down to her. She seemed pretty cold. I liked the little group, only if they aren't gonna go at Cersei's daughter, because why would you do that to the poor girl? She's done literally nothing. You're being the same pieces of shit, basically, that you were upset about. Like, Oberyn would not want you to do this. Oberyn would not want you to do this. Oberyn would not be alright with this. This would not, if there's afterlife and Oberyn found out what you did, he would really despise you for it. He said it himself. He said, "Would not kill little girls in Dorne for crimes they didn't commit." And this is how you're gonna avenge his death. It just pisses on anything Oberyn stood for. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Jamie and Bronn, they're a cool duo. They're a cool duo. I like their dynamic. They're pretty funny. Jamie found out that he has a superpower now. He has a super hand. So is he gonna become Iron Fist? What's gonna happen? He needs to learn how to utilize that arm in combat. That's gonna be cool. We were speculating in one of the live streams, if you guys remember, if you guys were in the live stream, we were speculating about what would be the ideal replacement on that knob of the hand. What would be the ideal attachment that they could have on that arm outside of that metal hand. We talked about it being like a shield, which would be pretty useful and pretty cool, although it wouldn't really work like with everyday use, I guess. But again, he could just swap out the hand when he needed to battle and put the shield on. He could pull the sword, second sword, dual swords. What else could he have used? You know, he could have used what are those things called? Could have used the hook. You know, he could have used the hook. We speculated about a lot of things that he could have had on that hand, but it turns out he can also use just the already existing hand in a battle. It can become pretty useful, although that was a lucky shot, which wasn't even a shot, a lucky deflect. It was cool because it really seemed like he was using, like, he turned into a superhero all of a sudden. But I guess he can learn to train like that, to use that hand. I mean, why not? What does he have to lose at this point? Maybe another hand. That's what he could lose. Then we had, you know, part with Zora and Tyrion, and yeah, Tyrion pretty much figured the whole thing out, and he was correct in all of his assessments. And that's why Zora got upset, because he hated hearing the truth and had to knock Tyrion out, which was pretty disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, and then that leaves us at the final part of this episode, which is with the Harpies. Again, the whole Harpy arc, along with the cult arc at King's Landing, they're just too damn similar to me. It's just people subscribing to like a belief and then just going around and using that belief to just kill people. The people at King's Landing are doing it under the guise of just religion. The people across the sea are just more blunt and truthful about it. But it's like, can't we just move on from those conflicts already? I really don't. Again, just give me Bran. Show me Bran's story. Like, I don't really like. Okay, I get it. The Harpies, they're the former like slave owners and stuff. They want things to be back to how it was. They just better not have killed Worm. I can live with Barristan dying, to be honest. I mean, he has lived his life, and we do need Tyrion or Zora to become again Daenerys' right-hand man. So I guess I'm sorry, Sir Barristan. I can see him dying, is what I'm saying. I hope they haven't killed Worm, because no, what would be the point of Sir Barristan even coming there and helping him if he died, right? It's like, tell me guys in the comments if you agree or not with anything that I've said so far in this entire show. Just realized it's the first time I'm asking you guys to tell me if you agree with me or not in the comments. I don't care. You can disagree with me, guys. Just... But that's it for me, guys. Thank you for joining me in another video, and I'll see you all in the next reaction. Have a good one. Bye.